how the hell this happen? How
this
combination
was for
punch?
quite some time. We talked about this in like, what was it, 05?
It was like 05, 06.
06? Yeah, it was supposed to, we had a title for it too, Blood and the Gangster's Grill. And then what happened with technology changed how I could actually distribute things to my actual audience.
Right.
Like through the computer.
Right.
So then it was driving like, it's like 800,000 registered members on thisis50.com. And what drew them there was they could actually hear the music.
Right.
So it's like in different territories where you at. Cause remember, you know how it is. Like as far as New York, the U.S. was concerned, we'd be able to release music and then a month later we release it internationally.
Right.
The computers now, you know, the internet.
Everybody gets at the same time. Same time.
You know, so it changed up a lot, you know, in the actual time period.
So that kind of prolonged you guys actually getting together?
Yeah.
Because you're trying to figure out the way of doing it now.
Well, yeah.
So talk to me about the music, man. Like,
it feels good, man. Like for me, like to be back on the, you know, on the circuit, the mixtape circuit, doing what I'm supposed to be doing. It's the warm up for me. It get me right back where I feel like I have to pulse. My finger on the pulse of what's going on.
Right.
You know, so it'll kind of gauge what I decide to put when I don't put on the actual album.
Does drama actually help you with that process?
Yeah, he helped with even the 2 Chainz remix.
Okay.
He suggested
That's
that.
good.
You know, and that popped off. And the 2 Chainz record was actually going backwards at the time, it was negative. Then it went plus 70.
Right.
Because they released the single with Drake.
Right.
It was going back, but the South ain't done with that record.
Right.
So
nowhere near.
When it comes to Fifth and the mixtapes, even the tapes that he didn't use a DJ were still crazy projects.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think about War Angel, incredible.
Right.
You know, and so for us to do this project, I think is good timing because, you know, Gangsta Grills is still such a potent brand in the streets, and you know what I mean, and Fifth is still such a potent brand. So for us coming together to do it, it just creates that excitement.
Was it easy to work with Fifth? Did you see him like get it just like boom, 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 or was it like, all right, Fifth, we gotta get the rust off for you. You making movies.
It's easy with
you got millions. You got the headphones. You got this. Like, where's his mind frame? Like, is it in the music? Do you see like it's like no problem?
Yeah, I don't think it's ever really a problem for him, truthfully. You know what I mean? I think one thing with this is that it'll bring a lot of people to pay more attention, you know, because it's a Gangsta Grills. And it's 50 Cent, you know, and the people that might have even skipped the other projects.
That's great. That's great brands.
You know what I'm saying? Just to bring them together.
Yeah, and I like at the end, like we'll play everything, and then I'll let him, if it's something he feel like doesn't need to be there,
Right.
we take it off.
That's what's up.
As long as the editor should leave that or whatever, you know. At the end of the day, like if you're not open to suggestions, then you're not, you know, open to being successful.
That's what's up. The Precious Paris, the Paris Precious.
Yeah,
always fuck with her name. I like that girl, man. She gets a lot of love. I was playing something called "Bring It Back."
Yeah,
you know,
DJ Bring It Back, yeah.
Real tough record, man. And she's spitting. And let me just tell you, I played the record on the radio a few times, right? And I got the people in the back and programming like hit me up like, yo, this girl can spit, like. You know, and you don't get that too much.
And you know, she was around when we did the TOS project.
Right.
The Kitty Cat joint.
Okay.
Those are her vocals on there.
Okay.
And she sat for a long time, like just working. Like I let her go to the studio and they have music around for the record and stuff. And then even the piece for the Queens, her performance on that Queens freestyle on the Big Ten, was a portion of that time period. She was just there writing. So she's seasoned. Like it's not. I didn't want to bring an artist out where I gotta go write something for it to make it right or be over her shoulder.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I want to wait till the artist is so like they're ready. So it's like where they've created so many good ideas that you're going, okay, I could just put this next to this, put that out.
I always felt like females in the game have never had a shot on their own. They always needed the cosign. You know, I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's unfair.
No,
to the female genre.
True.
You know, it's
absolutely
Jay did it with Foxy, Big did it with Kim. You know, Wayne and Nicki. It's like the proofs in the pudding.
When you say that to me, the first thing I think of, like they made a lot of comparisons with Nicki early.
Right.
With Kim.
Right.
And I saw it when she was on the mixtape with Lights Open and
right.
Kim inspired. But at that point, who else is there for you to have the influence
Right.
to you at that point? It's
Right.
really,
It's not too
that's
many.
it.
Yeah.
So those are the early stages. You see now what she does is completely her.
Right.
It's her own little thing. So it's like, I think it's dope. But I kind of watched when Nicki was coming up, it reminded me of Foxy more.
Right.
Because Foxy had Jay-Z, Rockefeller, and the firm.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? She was in the firm,
Right.
but she was on the J records like Ain't No Nigga and the different joints that
Right.
you would think that they were both in the same camp. And
She had Wayne and Gucci.
right.
Right.
She had both of them. So it's like, that's how it mirrored, you know, to me, I saw more similarities in how she came up, marketing wise.
Talk to me more about the project. What's next for y'all? Like, is this a one-time thing? Is it?
No, we want to do it like, I want to do a series.
Yeah.
You know
I told
what I'm
Who
saying?
Kid he's fine.
That's it. Who Kid, you're finished.
Listen, nobody even listen to Who Kid tapes no more.
Yo, Who Kid, they say your tape is finished, Daddy.
He's a
radio
person.
Yo, you got the Lamborghini, the Ferrari. Just hang
You
out.
finished. You on the street no more.
Stay in Dubai. And they killing you out there. Nah, shout out to my man Who Kid, man. So Fifth, I know we just finished talking about possibly, you know, doing it on your own, but I know you got an album still coming.
Yeah. This is actually my final requirement. So
Okay.
I'm excited about that too.
So you're like, all right, this is my album. Goodbye, Jimmy. I'm out.
Well, no, we gotta talk.
You want to re-up?
We might have to do that. Yeah. I know. We'll see how they actually respond to my ideas.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it'll be, you know, obviously I got more ideas than just the actual album
Right.
itself.
Is it hard to kind of like finagle these deals now because, you know, Jimmy's such a icon. You're such an
American
icon. Like, it's just like.
Well, no, it's easy actually. It's easier the conversation because we skip through the regular negotiation phase.
Right.
We go straight to what makes sense.
Right.
You know, and just you know, if there's a deal there to be made, we'll make it.